Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here, and we're almost done. One game left in this video series of studying Tua Tagovailoa, freshman quarterback, Alabama. We are at 24 throws left in his season. All 24 came in the national championship game. And previous videos that cover the first 53 throws of the year so far, I'll give you a link here so you can go back and watch those if you're just now catching on to this. But now here we are. He didn't play against Auburn, didn't play against Clemson. We know the rest of the story. He played the whole second half and leading Alabama to the comeback win in the national title game. So I thought 24 throws in the second half. I can't really do all 24 in one video. It'd be really long. So what's the best way to break it up? So I thought we'll look at the third quarter of the title game, and then the final video, which is still to come. We'll look at his last fourth quarter throws and overtime. So do you know how many times he threw the ball in the third quarter of the championship game?
13.
Yeah, 13 throws for him in that third quarter. And then he threw the ball 10 times in the fourth quarter, 1 time in overtime. So this study, all 13 throws in that third quarter from Tua Tagovailoa. His first throw in the ballgame against Georgia, his 54th throw of the year, and they gave him a little combo coverage, 4-3 in the box. And so it's actually, they're going to zone it on this side, but man-to-man up here, show you the play and then show you something about it. He chooses the short side, throws it in here to the tight end. And it winds up short of the first down stick because the zone coverage got it. But what you saw there, he's looking this side of the field all the way because what they've done, they've lined up like it's man-free with the free safety in the middle of the field. But you see how that corner has his hips turned to the boundary right there? And it pretty much tells you that's not really a man-to-man alignment. And what they're doing on the outside is out and up, trying to clear for this out to the tight end. Meanwhile, up here, that is definitely a man-to-man look on that corner. So they just kind of got him with a coverage, a combo, zone to this side, man-to-man up here. If he'd read that, he's actually got this slant coming wide open for a first down up top, which you can kind of see. He just chooses to read the short side. Because they're trying to switch on man-to-man up there, his slant is wide open right here for a first down. But he's in the short side of the field, completes it anyway, just short of the stick. Second throw of the game for him in this third quarter, 55th throw of the year. Look what they do to him. He's going to keep that tight end in and the back on the play fake. So it's really only a 3-man route. They show him kind of a zone coverage here, but then jump everybody into the box against the run. So on the snap, slot defender is coming in here. So he's the 8th guy. Safety, linebacker, 3 linebackers. So you got 8 in the box, and it's straight up man-to-man everywhere else. One-on-one here, one-on-one here, and one-on-one right there. It's everybody for himself, nobody back here deep in the field. And what he gets is a wide-open receiver one-on-one in the middle and just barely overthrows him. Nice set in the pocket, a chance, not quite enough air. And that's the thing, you're looking for that perfect play, and not every play is perfect. But if you watch the trajectory on this pass, he's kind of really driving it in there. You put air under it over here and let the guy run, you might have the big play, but it's a little bit nitpicking. Just barely misses a touchdown right there. It's an excited freshman who sees him wide open. And again, I think it's because he's understanding the coverage, sees that there's nobody in the middle of the field. I got him. Just got to put it on him, and you pump it out there. A little more air under it. So his third throw of the game, 56th of the year, is on a 1st and 10, still scoreless for them. And the kid had just made an outstanding run to run him in here for a first down on third down. And now all of a sudden you saw some excitement, momentum. And look what they get here on a play action. They're going to roll this safety up on the snap. And he kind of reads it, and so does the receiver. They have that skinny post and double slant called. But when the receiver sees that 7th defender run in there, even though you got plenty to block it up, he's going to cut his route off short as opposed to running it deep. What's interesting about that to me is with that part of the field open, it makes you wonder why would you, in that case, it's not a hot read because it's only the 7th guy and you can block all of them with that protection, why he would cut it off here as opposed to run that thing skinny up here and try to go catch a touchdown. But that's what happens. And he's heady. He's read it. Even though if you go back, his eyes aren't initially on that part of the field. Again, you go back to the play fake, watch the quarterback's eyes. They look to the field side, and he's not looking at that safety who's coming on the hash or coming down on the hash. So he's coming down on the snap, and his eyes are here like he's supposed to on the play fake, but he still understands. Now he sees that that part's open, and he's going to hit him for a first down. So that completion got him going, and this is a part of 4 straight completions for him here on this drive. This is the second on the drive, his 4th throw in the ball game. And now they have a little momentum. They're just going to screen it out this way and try to make that defense run laterally. And so it's the second completion. They make a first down out of it. Very next play, his 5th throw in the game, 58th throw of the year. It's a very familiar route if you've been watching this series on the freshman QB. You see it so much, you've already seen it once in this game. Skinny post, bang 8, double slants to the 2 receiver side. Look how he reads it. He sees, first of all, the safety is way over here in the middle or close to the other hash with the ball on this hash. So he knows there's room here for that bang 8. Plus, the alignment of the defense has this defender walked in. So he reads it right away that that's where he's going with the ball. So look at that. Play fake, but he's now already putting his eyes over here to see what he's got working. Defender off the edge, outside position. The corner's back here with the outside position, and the safety all the way over here. So he knows he has all this room, and he's going to throw it in there and get him a 1st and goal. Then the 6th throw of the game for him, 59th of the year. They line up here on the goal line, and Georgia goes man-to-man all the way across. And even in the middle of the field, this linebacker spying the quarterback, this linebacker has the running back. So it's man everywhere across, and it's a smart read. They go double slants like they do all the time on a goal line, but he reads it knowing that he's got a guy who's going to stand here free in coverage. On the bottom, what they're doing is get to the outside and back of the end zone here, and you got to out route by the tight end and kind of read it one-on-one. He chooses that 2-on-2 side where there's no help back there, puts it in the back of the end zone, perfect throw, touchdown. 60th throw of the year for him is his 7th in the game against Georgia. Going to motion across and have a route underneath there to try to hold a defender against zone, which that's what they have here is a cover 3 zone on the defense. And they'll put a play action fake in here. So the route is kind of a vertical up this hash here. Inside guy against zone is trying to find a space in the middle of the field, and then deep post on top of that eventually works his way all the way across the field because of the protection. He's got time, has to step up off the edge, puts it on a guy across on that deep post and just misses him just a little bit. Now here's the interesting play. It's his 61st throw of the year, but according to them, it was not a called pass, the 8th time that he threw it in the game. What you're going to see is him roll this way. You're going to see everybody blocking for a run play and nobody running a route, but he throws it anyway. It's almost as if he in the back get the pass call. Nobody out here gets a pass call. All receivers are blocking out in front. But this is a freshman play, and I said it when I was watching the game live. You saw those receivers. You got run blocking happening here, and he's here. But there's a mix-up on the call outside. Somebody didn't get the right call because all your receivers are out here blocking. Nobody's running a route. They got a different call. And the smart thing you got to do right here is you see this, put it up there and give some fan a highlight moment. Throw him the ball. A freshman play right here. It's the first time and the only time really he did something like this all year long. And that is a bit of a freak out and just throw it up for grabs into traffic. His 9th throw in the ball game, almost a touchdown, but he got a little pressure coming off his left edge. Because he's a left-handed quarterback, he feels it easier than a right-hander would. Here's a situation where the left tackle is beat. If it's a right-handed quarterback, he's got his back to that, and he probably gets plowed right there. But you got verticals everywhere against what turned out to be cover 3. The tight end in the middle of the field against zone gets double covered, so he throws it up that hash just before he gets hit. It's a really nice throw, just ran out of room. 63rd throw of the year, 10th throw of this third quarter for him. You're going to try to run a little tunnel screen back here to the backside and get the line out in front of it. Here's a freshman doing a nice job, put his eyes on the other side of the field, knowing you're going to get intentional pressure by letting these guys come get you. But you got a guy here on the right side of the lineman. It's a little late getting out, so it kind of clogs it up for him. And instead of retreating and letting them come get him a little more, like you should do on this screen right here, let it develop so you can get him in there. He kind of throws it just a tad early. And by doing so, he's in the way. Ridley can sense it. He can't quite get to the football. If you had a half second longer wait, you can get him the ball. And boy, it's really set up here for a big play. Instead, it gets batted around, and it could have been a disaster. So the next throw for him, his 11th of this third quarter, 64th of the year, is another screen the opposite way. Going to bring him out, try to get him underneath all those blockers out in front. But they're going to roll him. It's going to be a throwback screen to him. And this time it's the right tackle that gets beat badly enough that you get the play blown up. So they motion here, get the defense thinking this way. Here comes the in and out route to get back in here on the screen. But with the tackle beaten so badly here, he's forced to throw it a little earlier than he wants to. Again, if this pressure doesn't happen, he's going to wait. This is going to come underneath those linemen, and he'll catch it for a big play. His 12th throw of the third quarter, 65th pass of the year. He's got empty. There are two more receivers down here bottom of the screen. And right here, middle of the field, wide open for this slant. That's what they've got built into the route. They line up and give him a man-free look in the coverage. And what he saw was the defender lined up over his slant go. When that happens, you get what is just a bit of a hot route in the middle of the field where there's nobody there, vacated. Throw it in there, and a guy makes a play. In his 13th and final throw of this third quarter, 66th throw of the year, they essentially have empty. It's really 3-by-1, and the back is going to get out in the route as well. They've got that designed, and I'll show you. But what Georgia does is, and I think this is a kid who's kind of recognizing this, even though they show him a couple of safeties, what they're doing is rotating it to man-free. This guy goes back. You got man coverage right here on number 3 on the wide side of the field. And with the play design, and I'll show you, again, he sees that's a man-to-man corner right there lined up in bump. So what he's got over here is he needs 3 yards for a first down. The route is going to be this intentional pick play or rub route to maybe get him open for a first down. So on this side, when he reads man-to-man corner right there, pre-snap, this linebacker is going to have him in man, and he knows that. He's already thinking my route's going to get in the way, and I'll hit the back. We saw this against Tennessee, and just like against Tennessee, it happens quickly. The linebacker skated around that rub right there, and even though it's a completion, you don't get the first down. Georgia just makes a nice play. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, do me a favor. Click that subscribe button and also like the video for me here on YouTube. If you haven't already, also check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Wyatt. Give me a like over there. I really appreciate that. You can always find me on social at Radio Wyatt on Twitter and Instagram, so give me a follow there as well. And while you're at it, head on over there and check out my friends at RenaissanceNation.com. If you like this video, kind of an inside niche look at a certain genre, in this case football, but if you like maybe this kind of thing and other genres as well, they got some stuff there I think you're really going to like. It's really cool at RenaissanceNation.com. Check it out. All right, so only 11 more throws to look at for Tua Tagovailoa, 10 in the fourth quarter, 1 in overtime. That'll be in the next video, the final video of this series. Thanks for watching. See you then.